My name is Jack. That's a good start. I started my car racing career in an MGZR, in the MG Trophy Championship. So for me, that was a great way of starting my motorsport career and sort of getting my foot on the motorsport ladder. It was a really sort of cost-effective way of me getting out onto track, learning a front-wheel drive race car, and also learning the circuits that I'll probably be racing on throughout my career in the future. So, we looked at lots of options, and that's sort of the place we ended up, really.
And you enjoyed the ZR racing with the car club?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was really competitive. Some of the guys I raced with back then are still doing it now. Likes of Chris Bray, Paul Luty, those guys, they're still racing, and they're still at the front as well. So it was a really competitive championship, but a really friendly championship as well. Coming from karting, where it tends to be sometimes a bit of spitefulness. People, I wouldn't say cheating, but there's a lot of people spending a lot of money, and it gets a bit depressing sometimes. When you can't compete. But to go into the car club weekends, everyone sort of helps each other out. And it was a great way for us to get out there and realise that it's not so daunting to get into the motorsport ladder and get some good laps under our belt and come away with a few trophies.
And now you race in an MG in the British Touring Car Championship, and the 9th of August was a special day for you as you got your first win. What were your feelings like as you crossed the checker flag?
Yeah, for me in general, coming into a Works MG team is a great way to sort of round off my whole sort of motorsport career. I wouldn't say round off just yet because I don't want to be finishing anytime soon, but it's nice to start in an MG in my saloon car racing, and to end up in an MG sort of at the top level was a really sort of nice way and a nice sort of story as well for me to sort of do the full circle. But obviously I got a podium at the first weekend at Brands Hatch, which was nice. Then we had a bit of a flat spell ever since then, but to come away from the summer break, go to Snetterton and get my first win was obviously a really enjoyable sort of moment for me. And obviously all for my sponsors as well. If you'd seen it on TV, it meant a lot to me obviously, but it probably meant equally as much to all my sponsors, all the people that work behind the scenes on race weekends for no money. They go there, give up their own time to help out some muppet called Jack. So it was good for me. If I say it was good for my sponsors as well, and it took a little while to sink in, but I want to go out and do it again now.
And the touring cars, it seems to be in a good place right now.
It does, yeah. I mean, they're sort of the years, probably 10 years or so ago, where the grids were small, the numbers are quite small. But there's 30 cars on the grid now. It's a full capacity grid. It's probably not quite as many manufacturers as people would like. We've got the MG, the BMW now as a manufacturer, and obviously Honda. Infiniti started the year as well as a manufacturer. So there was sort of 4 big manufacturers on the grid. It'd be great to get sort of 10 out again, 10, 11 manufacturers on the grid all competing for manufacturer's title, but at the minute it is what it is, and the grids are big, and there's a lot of independent teams out there that are spending a decent amount of money as well, so it's not like half-hearted measures. They're going out there and putting a proper campaign on the table and doing it properly. So competition's probably as hard as it's ever been. You've got 8 touring car champions on the grid, I think it is. You've got triple world champion Andy Prio, you've got likes of Jason Plato, Matt Neal, we've got a lot of experience. And obviously my teammate as well with Andy Jordan is a great benchmark for me to have him as my teammate, because I know he's been probably one of the best drivers in the last few years in an NGTC touring car. I think if you haven't been before, you need to really come along and experience it. There's one thing watching it on TV, but you don't really get the true sort of representation of speed on TV, and the noise and the smell. So I think if you're local, you say it's the home of British motorsport, so it's important to get down there and have a look. There'll be some great action, I know that. It's quite a small circuit, so it'll be probably carnage at most of the corners. 30 cars going around, I think it'll be a really enjoyable weekend for families of all ages. It's a good variety. You see sort of kids 5 or 6 years old. I used to go and watch it when I was 5 or 6, and you've got the older generation as well who still come along. They've been watching it from the early days, in the super touring car days and even before that, and they still come along and watch it now. So it's a real good family day out, and I think everyone comes along, they get sort of hooked on it. So I'd recommend people coming along and having a look.
And finally, when can we expect you to see you in a ZR again? Anytime soon? When
someone trusts me with one, I suppose. They look at touring car drivers and think they're all rebels, don't they? So I'm not that bad. I don't crash too often. So I'd love to have a go in one again. Obviously got the MG3 little car out there now as well that was demonstrated at the MG Live weekend. So that looks like a good little car. That's going to be sort of one for the future maybe. But yeah, the Trophy Championship holds fond memories in my heart. So it'd be nice to get out there again at some point and have a go in one.